what my hey, look here. I'm gonna just start off with a joke. Y'all know this? They say, if I talk about you don't want to go to hell. Well, let me tell you, Houston, you have experienced what just a glimpse of what hell. If they can talk about hell is like, woo, baby. If this week ain't taught y'all,
that we need to get on the good foot.
Y'all, if it ain't gave you just a little glimpse of boy, get your life right. My. It's been hot. It has been humid. It's been hot. It's been aggravating, frustrating. It's been, if you want to name it, that's what it's been. That's what it's been. But guess what? We still here.
And we back.
And we're back. Look at here. Oh, I can do it. Can I do it? I can do it.
You can do it.
Oh, get ready. Here we go. Oh, yeah, it's me. It's your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, along with my co-host, the Little Diva. And this is an impromptu pop in. We are back episode of The Real Conversation. This is an impromptu pop in of Chat with Trina. This is an impromptu pop in of So You Want to Dance. This is an impromptu pop in of Talk to Me Tuesday. This is an impromptu pop in of My Worthless 2 Cents Table Talk. This is an impromptu of Trina W. Laurie and the Louisiana Country Boy. Look, she called me. Look, let me tell y'all something. I know the heat's still working, and I'm gonna shut up. Y'all see, I ain't had no. Look, I've been here at the house, so y'all know I ain't had nobody to talk to. So I'm just glad to be able to. She called me. Now she called me and say, "Hey, at 5 o'clock, you wanna?" I was like, "Okay, I'll be sitting here in front of the computer." Now, y'all. Now, why she done call me to tell me we gonna do a live at 5? Live at 5. The person that set it up. That's like, y'all ever get invited to somebody's house? Y'all ever been? I don't know about y'all. Y'all ever been invited? Somebody told y'all they're having a party or they're having a get together, they having something, and it started at 3 o'clock. Everybody, it started at 3. And you get there at 3, and they ain't there, nor are they dressed, nor is anything ready. But they done told you to be there at 3. That's how I felt today. I said, but I had to call her and say, hey, where you at? But anyway.
So let's talk about that. Let's get into that. When I went into StreamYard is doing something weird with Facebook. So I was in there putting all the information in, and it told me that it can't go on my Facebook page anymore. It can't go on my Chat with Trina no more, and it can't go on my So You Want to Dance anymore. So I was over there trying to figure it out, and while I was figuring it out, time just flew by. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been playing with it, so I don't really understand what StreamYard is doing. StreamYard, Facebook, whoever. They doing that.
Maybe they got invaded. You know, it's been hot.
And he's actually been doing that for the last few weeks, saying that I couldn't do that. But I'm fixing to see if it's. I see it is on my Facebook, so I don't know what they talking about. But let me show y'all what. So Country Boy is always into these gadgets, right? So I bought me a new. Let me see. Bought me another monitor, a big one. Because first of all, I'm getting old and I can't see. So I figured I need to see myself like this. So when I bought it, wait a minute, let me mirror this. So when I bought it, I wanted to be able to.
You got one of them double monitor things where it's on 2 screens? Oh, no.
Yeah. So I bought a monitor so I could use that monitor because I don't want to use this. It's too little. But I also bought a computer for myself. Long story short. Anyway, so I got this. It's really nice and big and bright. But when I plugged in for the first time a few weeks ago, I realized if I look at it, y'all just see the side of me.
Yeah, you just be looking at it. Yeah.
So last week before the storm, I went and bought me a gadget. I bought me a new camera. What's they called? It is called. Well, this one's called a smart camera.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to say I didn't want to buy the one that take wherever I go. Anyway, I went on there just to get the little what you call the little camera? What y'all call the things?
Yeah, the one to stick up on the thing.
Yeah, that thing. Because it doesn't. So I found out that it doesn't. This monitor doesn't have a camera. That's probably why I was only 125. So I went. I bought me a portable one. I mean, I bought me one to put on, but it looks so fancy. I bought it from Target. So fancy, right? It actually turns when you move. But I hadn't tried to put together because I ain't had no lights. But just what country boy, this also got the little thing. So I could actually probably put it on the I can put it on the thing.
Right here.
Right. But I ain't need it for that. I got one for that. I need it for up here. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to
But why you gonna put it up there for?
I bought the camera to go on my monitor. Yeah, it doesn't have a camera.
What is going to be looking at?
It's when I turn. That's why it looks that way. I'll be able to close this out and use the camera over there and look at.
Oh, you're gonna use the other one. I got you.
Yes, I want to be able to use this one because this is just really, really small.
I got you.
Long story short, but look what it all. I just not opened. I hadn't opened it because it wouldn't need me open it because I had no lights. Came with a remote control, and I don't know. And what's funny is I get all these little contraptions. And they ain't like they used to be. They used to have instructions like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back in the day.
Oh, no, it ain't like that.
I just got some pictures. What am I gonna do with the pictures?
I couldn't.
I already sent my expensive microphone stuff with Country Boy to try to figure it out because I couldn't figure it out. I'm probably if he can't figure it out, I'm taking the sheet, but the person that recommended it. But I figured Country Boy, look, he don't be doing nothing. I'm trying to figure out why he couldn't fix it all this time he even had it, but that's a whole nother story.
I've been resting. Wait a minute. Now you didn't get that to me until July 2nd. Okay. You gave it to me July 2nd. Then you have to remember then the holidays came up. Then I had my baby until the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. And then you got to remember the storm came in on that Sunday.
Oh, I know. I'm just joking.
Yeah. It's been hard. I've been busy and then I had to. Yeah.
Oh no, I know. I'm really being a little facetious, hon.
It's sitting in there. I look at it.
You look at it, long as you look at it.
Well, I look at the bag. It's still inside the bag. Actually, I think I took it out the bag and rearranged. You know what? I think I did. I took it out the bag, rearranged it, and put it back in the bag. I
had it messed up or something?
I don't know. I was just trying to figure out all the stuff you had in there, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to come back to this. I'm gonna have to come back to this later on.
Yeah, no. Well, y'all, I wanted to come on. I thought we'd come on and give y'all a little preview, let you know we back. That's all I've been thinking in my head for the last 2-3 days was we're back. For those of you, I did get lights yesterday at 6:30. And for those of you who do not have lights, I want to make sure that I am letting you know that we are still praying for you and your thoughts, because I know it's miserable whether you found somewhere to go or whether you go ahead.
If they ain't got no lights, they ain't watching us.
They could be watching on the phone because I was able to go, especially if there's somebody else's house. There's people still on because there's people on Facebook. All they've been saying they don't have no lights.
Hey, look, old Country Boy didn't have no electricity nor no cell service. I was out.
Out. Yeah, well, a lot of people either went to somebody's house by now after all these days, or some people got a generator and went out and bought. The people that I've seen on Facebook, they went out and bought generators, but then some people didn't lose their. I know T-Mobile is me. They always losing service no matter what, so they lost service for a little while. I was able to get on and scroll and listen to stuff, but I couldn't really. I was able to post. I just couldn't talk on the phone.
Yeah, I could. It was really good. I figured out how to work like Facebook, and I figured out how to work TikTok and how I could, because it would let me go to the last thing I watched, right? When I went into the dead zone. So I couldn't do anything else. So I figured out how to do it. So what I would do was I would exit out and I'd go back in and it would move to the next story. So, but then I said, you know what? Lord, that's way too much work. I ain't even finna do all that. That's way too much work. That's way too much. So, yeah.
Oh, well, we want to talk. We wanted to just let you know that we okay. Check and see if you okay. Those of you who do have, able to get on social media, make sure you're okay. And then to say we're back tomorrow. We are back. And you know
We're
what?
back tomorrow.
I told
And
the
I
Louisiana
know,
Country Boy that we have so much material.
yeah. And
We got
I
a
know
lot of
everybody, and the good part about this is if anybody's strolling through watching, well, I ain't gonna just say in Houston, if you're anywhere in the world, I know y'all have been missing a little bit of comic relief. I know y'all been stressing, so I'm back to give you some comic relief and to give you some real. So, whatever's been going on, oh Lord, she over there, she done hooked up a camera. She done froze. I don't know what's TikTok, Facebook, if y'all own them. But but there has been so much. Um, I talked about this with you, and I'll say this, and I'm ready to talk about it tomorrow. This has been not only emotional, it has been mental, it has been spiritually, it has been physically draining. Um, Boy, if y'all ain't been ready, I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all ain't got yourselves and man, it has been a tremendous time. It has really been a tremendous time. Um, the one thing that I know that I've learned, there's so many things that I've learned doing this season, doing this I guess you call it a season, doing this, yeah, this season. Um, everybody, everybody everybody is going through something. And I said this on I did do a TikTok live. Um, everybody's going through something, um, co-host. Everybody's got some kind of storm. We in Houston experience the power, the electrical outage and the cell phone outage and the hurricane storm. But everybody's got some kind of storm that they're dealing with, you know. And I think about you and the things that your family has endured during this storm as well. You know, things did not stop, and when I say that, the bills did not stop. The sickness did not stop. Death did not stop doing this. So people that had to not only endure one thing, but had to shift from enduring that thing to endure another thing, then shift from that to endure something else. Um, when we have stuff that goes on in our schools, and I've talked to you about this one, we sort, and I'm not knocking it. Don't get me wrong. When we have things that go on and we have something that happens in our schools, we will send out like grief counseling, and we will have people there to check on our kids. Do y'all not know grown folks need some counseling too? Companies, I can say it now, all you big companies, and you had your employees there, and they showed up every day going through, some of them showed up at your place, and then they had to return to their place, and they didn't have any electricity. They were worried about they had kids to take care, and they still showed up at your place to make sure your place was running. All I say this is that companies that had these people to show up during their storm, y'all need to at least, if nothing else, give them a day off. If something, let them acknowledge them more than just, oh, hey, thank you. Because it was really stressful. Because,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say I thank God, because I wasn't at that point, but there I saw some people that you would have jumped across the counter and choked them if they talked about is this, because you coming here for what? You coming here with an attitude? I know people say leave that at the door, and a lot of people were able to, but they had to pick that thing up. So I personally, to each and every one of y'all, that from whether it was the wonderful artists that I know that were still out working, The people that were going to whatever your 9 to 5, 8 to 5, 12 to 7, 11 to 7, whatever it was. I salute you as well. To the people that were going out serving others while still going through, I salute you. I salute you. So go ahead. I'm sorry. I told you I ain't had nobody to talk to with me in these walls.
You ain't call me.
I ain't had no phone.
Okay, I just wanted to come on yes again to let y'all know that we're back. And yeah, to tell y'all got lights, but also to tell you that those of you who don't have lights, in all seriousness, though, we're thinking of you. We are thinking of you. And yes, with my smart aleck co-host, there are some people that don't have no lights, but they do have internet service, and they are scrolling. That's all that's keeping them sane is scrolling over the internet. Some of them out complaining about the thing. Somebody, that grid, and I ain't gonna lie, that grid is horrible. But somebody posted to this lady, and they have an Acres Homes organization, which I have fallen in love with, and I actually sent them a thing about joining them because I do like people who are literally working for the community, not charging the community. They sent every day they send out that little to the point chart, and somebody sent back there and say, would you please quit sending out that color book? It's so funny.
Hey, you know who had the best?
Who?
Whataburger.
Whataburger? What they had?
They had a chart, and if you pull up the Whataburger app, and if it was lit up, that means that area had power.
Interesting.
But I know they ain't got no Whataburger in the 4-4, so disregard.
We do have a Whataburger in the 4-4, like right down the street. Don't even play. Let me tell you.
See, all you had to do was pull up the app, and you could say like, "Oh, the Whataburger," because it was either orange or it was gray.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was orange, man, it was on. It was on. The burger was open. That was power on. The lights were on.
I'm finna say something. So we're not gonna be on long. We're not gonna be on the whole hour or nothing. But I did want to get on and let y'all know that we're back. Get y'all pumped up for the week because your lights are gonna be on this week. I know they're saying the 19th, but you know what they told me?
19th.
My lights are gonna be on Saturday, and I was kind of hoping to come on Friday, but they came on Saturday. It was really great.
Did they say the 19th for real for folks?
For some people, the 19th. My friend that lives in Spring says the 19th.
I ain't no conspiracy theorist, but ain't no way. Ain't no way no storm done rolled through here. That storm been gone for a week. Ain't no way.
Yeah, but the poll. I saw some people literally bringing in polls today. If the poll failed, like for real.
Yeah, it failed after they cut them down.
Who cut during it? So you think people was outside during the storm cutting down poles? For real?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Here's a funny thing I will tell y'all. So they had posted this thing with the map and everything. This person said, wait, did somebody delete it? I think somebody deleted it because it said, girl, if you don't quit posting that color book.
Wow.
But I said, yes, I got lights at approximately 6:30 yesterday. With Centerpoint, I have to give it up to Centerpoint. They really did. I was on the little colorful map thing that said it showed me when I was assessed and when the estimation of light come on, and they actually came on at the estimated time. So we just gotta learn patience. I know that's cliche, but I actually, to be honest with you, I don't want my lights to be off. Don't get me wrong. I miss my TV very much. However, it also made me have some time with my kids without certain things. It made me, you had some time to think without all these electronical things.
Yeah.
I did some good sleeping.
That's so true. It gives you that. It did give a lot of that. This was phase 2 of the pandemic. This was pandemic phase 2 because that's what the pandemic did. It shut things down to where now you had to. But you know what? Hey, you know what you always say? What's that thing you say? Did you forget?
Did you forget about COVID?
Did you forget about COVID? But you know, and that's so crazy is because people,
they're gonna go back to normal.
It's so quickly.
They're gonna go back to normal if they already
quickly. I don't already see them back to normal. Quick.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but that I don't know. I just
here you go, y'all. It says, "Girl, stop posting this pre-K artwork."
Wow.
I thought that was so funny. Okay, I'm posing a question to everybody. I'm posting a request to everybody. I bought I bought a monitor, and the monitor don't have no holes in it except to plug in the USB. So what I want to know, to all you technological geniuses out there, do I need to take this back and get another one because I need a camera, and I don't think this is working because there's nothing to plug it in to the monitor. So I probably need another monitor. If y'all have any ideas,
it's a dual monitor. You're going to run that monitor to your computer, right?
I already did, and that's why it only shows what this one is. But I need to be able to show.
But then you need to hook your camera up.
Right, I hooked it up, but I tried to hook it up, but it hooks up to. It would hook up to this computer, so this camera is still not going to work. It's still not. I just did that. That's what I was doing, but it still is connected to this computer. I need a camera.
No, I'm saying, but you would use that camera as your main camera. You're gonna cut this one off.
Yeah, you can. That's what I'm saying. I didn't get another computer. I just got a monitor.
No, that's what I'm saying. When you hook that camera up to your laptop, you're not going to use your laptop camera anymore. You're going to use that camera.
Right, but it won't even come on. Oh, but let me see. I see what you're talking about. Keep on talking. So y'all, tomorrow,
Go ahead.
No, you can say something. You're gonna give me some instructions. I want them.
No, I was just gonna say, once you hook it up, like I've got a camera on my laptop, right? I'm not using it. I'm using my remote camera, and I can hook it up. What you're gonna see is wherever I put that camera.
That's what I did, but I need to close my laptop though.
What do you mean close it?
No. I'm looking at you in my laptop.
Right. You don't need to close
it. Over here now, I'm looking at you at my monitor.
You don't need to close it. You need to hook your camera up to it.
I had done that, and it still had you here, is what I'm saying.
No, it didn't. No, you got to disconnect this camera. You got to disconnect your laptop camera. Go into your settings. Go into your StreamYard settings. It's going to ask you which camera.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Okay.
And then you change it from your laptop to your whatever remote camera you got. And then you take that camera, you can move it, and you put it on your big old screen.
Yeah, I had it. Yeah, I had it up there. I had everything. That's why I was like, I was all excited. But then it still was showing. Look at it. I love it when they do that. See, just hooked up, but it's not hooked up to the camera yet. Oh, it's on. So I need to do so. Okay, y'all go ahead. Let's get on back to.
Now just go into your settings and change your camera.
Let's see you think. I'm gonna see here.
Go into your settings and change.
So tomorrow we do not have a guest, unfortunately. Camera. Okay, camera. Look how close I am to the camera. Why I can't see. Smart camera.
Yeah. Smart camera. Hook it up. Connect. Bang.
You're so smart, country boy. Let me see. Oh yeah. You're so smart. I just love a smart man. Daddy. Yes. Okay.
Is that what you wanted?
That is what I wanted. I don't want y'all to see my spaghetti over here though.
Huh?
I don't want you to see.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited.
There you go. Look at that. All right.
Look at you. You're a technological genius over there.
Good. That's back post country right there.
When it moves. Hey y'all. Hey, y'all.
See, there you go. Just back post country. Yeah, it don't entertain much. See that?
I'm so happy. I'm so excited. You didn't see how fast I put that back in the box.
It was. It was.
I put all that back in the box. I was like, okay, now look, forget it, done. I'm done
Nah,
with
it's
it.
easy. It's
So I
easy.
gotta
It's
send
easy.
this back. I'm gonna go ahead and send this back since it won't work without the deal. And
Yeah,
they're
it
gonna
won't
have
work
to
without
get
the. Yeah,
another.
it's not gonna work without. You have to have a soundboard.
Yeah.
Well, no, what size is your do you have a jack on your what size is your jack on your laptop?
What side is it on?
Yeah. I mean, what size is it? Is it the same
Oh,
size as your microphone?
mm-mm. Well, I mean,
It's smaller?
it's
Yeah.
smaller. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and box it up. I still had a box. I'm gonna box it up and ship it
Yeah.
back.
I was gonna say you could hook it up direct, but if it is smaller, I don't mind it smaller, so that's why I had to run mine through the thing.
Okay. But y'all, let me just tell you, I am official. Just letting you know, I am official over here. I just got to do some things.
Yeah.
Look at that! Look at that!
Oh
Okay.
Lord.
All right. Whew.
Well,
So anyway, y'all,
congratulations on your new camera.
I'm so happy. Now if I can get my microphone together, because I can take
Right.
this camera other places now, right? And twist it to a
Yes.
thing, and I can be. Y'all know nothing
And yeah,
about me. You don't know about me.
that's right. You can take that and
Baby.
if you get there is a plug. I think there's a plug that you can get that will
Mhm.
reduce that camera down, and you can actually take it and stick it into the bottom of your phone.
I don't want to do that. I don't want. That's the whole point of doing it. Because I don't even want to use my phone for stuff. I don't think it looks as cute. I'm gonna use cute. I'll tell y'all blind what the word is. I'm looking. I want to say.
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all, we here. I got new stuff, and life has been life in this week. But you know what? That this makes me very happy. Things made me happy this week. Let me tell you what made me happy this weekend. What made me happy was my prayers. I am almost at the point, and I promise you, it just came over my head yesterday. I'm like, I think I'm there. I think I'm feeling good enough to say that prayer that I've been saying I'm gonna say for 2 years. I'm almost there. Two, I'm happy that yesterday at the service, after the service, well during the service, but after the service, wait a minute, everybody came together in that particular side family. My kids' dad's side of the family, like everybody came together. Everybody was nice to each other. Everybody was talking to each other. Like it was just good.
Right.
On that note, I used to feel kind of weird about somebody saying they're having a repass at a venue, which is weird because I'm a venue promoter. But I think I like that to a certain extent, depending on who the person is, because what it did was it made people relax. You know, sometimes you go to the church cafeteria and everybody
Mm-hmm.
is all stoic because you're at the church. You know what I mean? It just be different. This is the second one I've been to that was at a venue and it was nice, you know, except the fact that it was a repass and the people was charging a cup with no ice for $2, with two for $1.
Oh wow.
Well,
Wow.
my girl Christine, my sister-in-law Christine came over there after my daughter told her and said, girl, don't you pay for no more cups? You know I got the red cups in the back of the trunk. Yes, that's how we do it. That's you know I got cups in the back of the trunk. But anyway, then she just was not a friendly person. But anyway, all that erased, just like you said a few minutes ago. Some of them already forgot that they don't have no, didn't
Yeah.
have no life yesterday. But anyway, it was nice. Everybody was nice to each other. Everybody, you know, it was a nice feeling, especially since I have expressed publicly, you know, the challenges that I've had. It
Right.
was very different. I felt very comfortable. I felt my kids felt good. You know, they were, you know, of course, congratulating Kayla a lot. You know, someone even kind of asked for some
information about their kid going somewhere. I didn't get that part of the conversation, but it was just really, really, really a good time, and people just kind of let loose. There was a DJ, nothing inappropriate, you know what I mean? It was just there, and that's what we had it. Next thing is next thing good happened. I went to see my daddy. I didn't go yesterday. I told him I wasn't going. Did I go yesterday? Oh, no, I didn't. And I told him I wasn't going yesterday, and he knew the funeral was yesterday and everything. Um, but I saw him today. I saw him Friday, and I saw him today. And despite what we know, he looked really, really good. He looked good on Friday. He looked strong, which yeah, for me, that's just me. I know he's ready to go home, back and get his own bed and whatever. But he just looks good in the hospital. I'm gonna say that because I don't want to offend anybody today. Um, but he looks strong and he looks,
Right.
you know what I mean? Compared to when he's home, I don't know if we all. I don't know how to take care of someone. I give gosh, I give it up so big to my uncle Anthony, who took care of my grandmother for 8 years, and she never looked sick person. You know what I mean. She didn't look
Right.
the weak, whatever. But today, he looks good. He's still not wanting to eat. So, let me tell you about my daddy. So the other day, I was trying to feed him. They brought in some little chopped up chicken. Y'all know I like chicken. So I tried to feed him the chicken, and the nurse said, "You gonna eat?" He was like, "I said, well, Daddy, just try. It's chicken. Try." So I fed him the chicken, and when I took that back out the mouth, he said, "I don't need no more of that."
There you
So
go.
then, so then today, my sister we went there, and so they have my sister. I think she tried to give him some anyway. They brought the food, and she said, "Oh, Daddy, these are noodles and Salisbury steak. Looks really good. Did look good. I want to eat it myself." But he's like, I don't want it. So the nurse came in and he drank some. They gave him some Jello, but it was really, really, liquidy. So
Mhm.
he drank it. It was a cranberry Jello. Gross. But what's funny about that is that they brought him. He will not drink insurance. Like, don't want no insurance.
Really?
And he was, I don't want no insurance. He been saying that for before he got in the hospital. But anyway, he said he wanted some apple juice because he'll drink cranberry and apple juice. But anyway, the lady she goes and gets an insured apple juice. My dad was laying like this, chilling. Well, when she said I'm gonna pour you the apple juice, he looked over there. I mean, like, visibly, he looked over there. I don't want no insurance. He said, it is not no, it's not insured. Tony kept trying to say, it's not insured. It's insured apple juice. I don't want none of that. And Tony said, but it's not. Then the nurse said, well, you had this earlier today. And she even poured it so he could see it wasn't like an insured milky kind. Because
Right.
I don't like insured. He said, I don't want that.
Wow.
I want some real apple juice. I want some, what is that seed? What's the name of the apple juice people? You know what I'm talking about? The people that
Wow.
make the apple juice. I don't want insurance form of apple juice. But anyway, and then I called one of my cousins. So he talked to one of my cousins. And then when I went the other day, I actually was talking to him about remember when they used to sit in the kids would sit on the console,
Mhm.
and I don't know how we was doing that. You know how dangerous that is. You know how we used to ride in the back of the truck. And we could have been. The preacher said it yesterday. There are so many situations we've been in where we should have been dead.
Yep.
But anyway, I was telling him he remembered like how I used to sit there in the on the little section when we drive everywhere. But anyway, point being, the last two times I've seen him, it's been a great experience. Meaning us kind of, he ain't saying it much, but he was, I remember. Oh, and also I asked him, did you hear about Trump?
Oh
He
wow.
said, because he usually says, I said, did you hear about Trump? He said, He said, I said, well, some people are saying that they think it was staged. It wasn't real. He said, it wasn't staged. It was real. Now tell me, do that sound like somebody with that stuff that we talk about?
No.
But anyway, we gonna let that make it. But anyway, so that was the good part of my Friday
Oh
and my
Lord.
Sunday with my daddy. It was cool to hear him remember things. He got to see Jasmine. Jasmine went with me Friday. Kayla went with me Thursday. Dietrich actually went with me too. And then today me and my sister went this morning. But anyway, he looked good. I love seeing him that way. He has his color back. Yeah, it was good. So the funeral was great. Then I came home from the repast, and guess what?
Headlights.
And what I've been saying for about a week is the first thing I'm gonna make when I get power. What I say I was gonna make?
Some spaghetti.
Skitties. I made my skitties. I had my skitties. So I'm ready. I'm actually, yeah. I've had a few people call or text, and that was really cool. To have people check in on you a little bit. So yeah, I am good, country boy. I'm feeling great. We'll get into it over the next couple of weeks, I guess, a couple of months or whatever. My thoughts about being at peace and I want people to be. Some of my shows on Chat with Trina, I've actually got found a few people about to have the discussion about. So I think we need to have this more often about how to prepare for your children to grow up and out, move on. Because even though you be sad, you be down, but then I sit back sometimes and have to remember that that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
We're supposed to raise them to go out into the world and do great things. We're supposed to kick them out of the nest, like the birds do, kick their little people out the nest. I even think about that in terms of the live musicians that I was disappointed, have become disappointed about. Yes, I may go out, seek them and find them, and I think they're great, so I want everybody to know. But when they go off and leave you, at the end of the day, that's really what you want them to do. Yeah. You want to be the one that's getting the word out about them so people can find them and people can see them and people can take them to soar to new heights and become famous and do all the things that they want to do. Now, I don't think y'all should forget about me, but I do think I will do a better job at that. So that's something that we're going to talk about being prepared for your children to grow up, but also for your parents to get older.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. And both of those things we don't talk about a lot. No one talks to you about it that much. You hear people say little things, but the conversation is not happening on what we can do to prepare, And then that third thing is preparing for ourselves. Preparing for, my dad said this at my grandmother's funeral, his mom's funeral one day. He got up and spoke and said, my mama, if she didn't teach me, she said, my mama have taught me a lot. But what she did in this case, she taught me how to die. And what he meant was, and even though when I tried to ask him about stuff about this, he told me I was waiting on him to die, but that's a whole nother issue. But taught him how to die. But she had things planned. My grandmother had everything planned, from the color of her dress to who she wanted to preach, who she wanted to sing, what she wanted them to sing. So that's what he meant because of course it sounded weird to some people, but I knew what he meant. Most people knew what he meant, that she had all those things planned. So we need to do a better job at doing that, because we leave that on other people.
And do they still have those? They're called pre-needs plans.
I don't know.
And I know that you could get them through like the funeral homes and stuff. Basically, like it is basically, it's an insurance policy, but it's a pre-needs plan. And what it does is you at that point can write out all of your stuff and what you want. You can pick your casket, you can pick this, that, and the other. There's going to be some variables over time with inflation, blah, 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 down. But however, you have it basically planned out. It is a burden that you take off of your family. And I know, sometimes, and maybe it's getting better now, but we didn't ever want to talk about death. We always thought that, why you gotta talk about that? I want to talk about that now.
But my mom is very open to it, and always has been. She's always told us what's gonna happen. This is what I want done. Now she did at one moment, she was on this kick about being cremated. I don't really like that, but she finally changed her mind. It was my grandmama. I don't know if I told you she was a deal without the gun. She was a Hellcat. She had already said, if you go for me, that ain't happening anyway. So but she changed it. So, but yes, it takes the burden off of you, because even, I get it if it's something that happens. I still don't get it. It's something we don't want to think about because it's a scary thought.
Right.
But the other piece to that, I'm gonna say, that's very important now that I'm living through it is blended families.
Yeah.
If you, I have no worries about my bonus dad including us in everything. You know, we'll be
Right.
included. We'll have some say so. If my mom gets sick, I know that it'll be a decision between me, him, and my sister. It'll be like this. I know that. Matter of fact, he gonna probably tell her, just like the birthday party, he'd say, "Look, I'm paying for it. Y'all just gonna do it." You know, so he's a great guy, and he embraces us as his children.
Right.
My his son is my brother. Like we don't see him that often, but when he come in, it's like old times. But what I'm gonna say to that is, I think that when you marry someone, someone said to me the other day, people know who they marry. So I am saying to people, no tea, no shade on anybody, but it is a fact that if you do have children, adult children, and you marry someone, you need to um, make plans, make some type of arrangements to where it is stated. Because I'm going to be doing it soon, which I mean, my statement has always been Jasmine and Kayla Lowry belong to Jack, Trina, and Dietrich Lowry. Those, yeah, that's we gonna always be family, and that's how we roll. But if you get married to someone, if you date someone, if you live with someone, make sure that you put something in writing that your
And you
children
know
have
that's
that
that
you
is
that not that your children have rights, but you come together as a team. I want every some kind of way. And again, I'm not saying take anything from the husband or the wife. What I am saying is that I want my children should have some say so as well.
right. And you know,
I,
and
in
here's the
my
thing
opinion.
that and one of the things that we don't really get or understand, and a lot of times because a lot of it just works out, but it really
Mm-hmm.
does. If we don't know the simple fact that the last will and testament has to go through probate. Okay, let me
Mm-hmm.
tell y'all something. If y'all don't even know nothing else, old country boy, this is some backwood talk. This is sitting on the back porch again. Okay, I ain't the smartest
But
person in the world.
pen, real quick. Let me just say this. I want to make sure I make this clear before you say that. I don't want nobody, and this don't have to do what you're saying. I'm just throwing it out there in case somebody listening, their mind going crazy. I don't want no money. I just want to be able to have some say so in the health care of my parents.
Right.
Period.
No. I was just saying. I was just
No,
saying
I
how
know
this
you were saying. I just want to make sure I made that clear in
okay
case, you know.
is that everybody thinks that just because you got this piece of paperwork and you got this last will and testament, you just go and show that. That's not how that works. Okay, that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's just one step. However, the how we set up in this country, that thing still goes to somebody you still got to pay. Because that thing goes to a thing called probate court. Okay, even if you got it, you still got to go through the court. The court's trying to get your money. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know what you have to have on top of a will and testament. You got to have that thing broke down, and you have to have estate plan because it goes through. They'll read that stuff, but they still want to take it to probate court. They still want to charge you for something that's in writing.
Mm-hmm.
You got it's just as crooked, and my mama say they just as crooked as a battle snake. You can say here go now. That works fine when you have families that go like, okay, we ain't finna trip, we ain't finna do none of that. That works
Right.
great. But when you have that wild card that's in there, all that just went up. Now here you are having to go and fork out money on something that's there. So all I'm saying is, people, get your stuff in order. You can have your people. Don't just think because I got this person set down as the beneficiary. That's just how it ends. No, you got to have. It's so much more than just saying I got this person to sign over here. You know, I don't wrote out a will, and that's what they say they I'm gonna do this. Those are 99% of the people. When you hear about people that lose property and these things right here, it's how that stuff gets caught up in the courts. Now you're caught up in probate court. At the same time, you're caught up in a court. Then they charging you. Now it's time for
If there was any money, the money gone.
gone. No.
You know, and that's the thing too. For me, you know, like I mentioned, I'm not even looking for none of that. I've had someone make a statement about, well, this person is gonna have all this, and I'm like, but I am personally me, and I, you know, you tend to end up looking like the bad guy. But and I'm you know what else? That was the other thing I learned this week and weekend is that I have fought for years not to be the bad guy. But you know, if people see you as the bad guy, but you're doing something that's right, you've got to let that go. Okay, I'm the bad guy, but I'm gonna make sure that I've done everything in my power and my understanding that I need to do for anybody I love.
Yeah.
That way I can be at peace with myself. I don't
True.
care if you said it. I don't care if you said it. I don't. And I'm gonna tell you something else I learned. Everybody does. I've learned that I've grown. I posted something on Facebook the other day that, you know, we talk about those people that sit on the front pews and the second pew. We talk about them all the time on the show. My thing is, yes, there's always the diagnosis, is always the problem. And I'm not in denial. People will say, okay, you're in denial. Not in denial. But I do know who has the last word.
Yeah.
I do know who has the final say. You know what I
Right.
mean? I did learn also, though, on the flip side of that, is that at some point you have to say it's out of your control. Like you have to let that go. If you're the person on the side of being the bad guy, be okay with being the bad guy. But at the end of the day, when all is said and done, you'll be able to walk away in peace saying, I asked the questions I needed to ask. Whether
Right.
people mad, whether they have an attitude, whether they felt like you were trying to cause confusion, you've asked the question. When I ran track, my coach used to always say, when you cross that finish line, you shouldn't have nothing left. Nothing. You should barely be able to breathe. You have put everything you had on that track. That's
Yeah.
when you know you've done a good job. And I put that in this, that at the end of the day, the whole world can be mad at me. And that's something was not good at. But now I had to teach myself this week and work on myself and pray on myself this week to say, hey, it's okay. If you're the bad guy because they just didn't want to hear what you had to say, or because they just don't like you, or because they didn't agree with your opinion or your thoughts, if that's the reason you know what, that's the reason you're mad, okay, cool. I will be the bad guy. But when the curtains close and the lights go out, what did my daddy used to say? My daddy used to like this song. He used to always say he wanted this song. What's Elvis's song called? Elvis sings a song called I Did It My Way. My dad, believe it, I don't know if anybody else knows this, but my dad loves that song. And he basically, back being very young, I remember him talking about he wanted that song sung in, which I probably won't be able to throw that out there, but I Did It My Way. And that's the thing, like, believing you've done everything you can.
Yeah.
You know, because people may say, now I do believe in people getting their last and final wishes. Like my mother-in-law, you know, she had certain wishes. She didn't want to go back to Louisiana. She wanted to be buried here. They did that. But there are certain things that, you know, certain things you just speak up on, you know.
Right.
So anyway, I've learned so much, and I have this just week and a half, I guess, but mainly this week, learned so many things, and I have accepted so many things and realized so many things. I realized some of the things that you and I talked about, like I saw it firsthand, that people, and again, y'all, disclaimer, I'm not talking about anybody in particular, I'm just talking about period, and just this journey of life that we're going through, that sometimes people that are the most Christian, are the most this and that, it becomes times like this when you find out how much Christian is in that person. It is. Because you find out how much faith they really have. You find out, because you can say, okay, well, this is what everybody said, this is what the person said, this is it, this is done. But you also should also in that saying, you know, I'm gonna let that go. But at the end of the day, I know who really has the final say. And I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna sit back in peace because I asked my questions. I put everything out there that I need to say, think, or whatever, and I'm able to say, okay, I've done. Even writing to the doctor's office, who never responded. Now I'm able to sit back and say, you know, because remember I had a hard time wanting to do that, but I did it, and So now I've done everything. I've asked all the questions that I'm supposed to ask, and now it's time for me to do what? I'm good. I'm just pray on it and
That's
do what
it.
you also
That's
told me
it.
to do to make sure that I'm there.
Yeah. I mean, that's the and the bottom of it is just that it's just um one when you talk about questions and you're not asking for anybody else. I just need clarity for myself. Um, if my asking a question offends you, then I apologize for you being offended. But I'm not asking you to offend you. I'm asking to get clarity for myself. Um, Not by anything. I just want clarity. I want to, in my head, I want to understand. Okay, this is a question I got. So that's the only reason I'm asking, not to be offensive, not to be rude, because I want to know. I want to know for me. Um,
For me,
and
yeah.
and then the thing is with anybody. Man, I wish that Will Smith, when he talked about his dad and he talked about the simple fact of you spend that time. If somebody says, man, we give you 2 weeks, you're gonna spend those 2 weeks not arguing. You're gonna spend those 2 weeks embracing each and every moment. He talked about how the simple fact that every time that they would leave, they would hug and they would say goodbye like it was going to be the last time. But then there was another time, and then you make every moment count. That's what this week and going through this and going through the COVID taught me was you make everything count. You make every second count
Mm-hmm.
because the realness is real. And I don't know if people even grasp this. You don't know when it's going to be your last time. You could be, I could be diagnosed with a heart failure. I could be diagnosed with cancer. You could be diagnosed with cancer. Let me tell you something. And I could walk out this door and drop dead. And you could be diagnosed with something and still here 10 years later. So don't be, people want to give you a sentence. Let me tell y'all something. We all have a death sentence. Let me make this really clear because I don't want people.
Everybody.
We all have a death sentence. The thing about it is, none of us, I don't care what you have, what they have diagnosed, what they done told you, gunshot wound, knife stab. I don't care. You don't know when your sentence will be up. That's the importance of living and embracing moments. That's why the importance of forgiveness. That's why the importance of enjoying life. Because I can look at you, I can look at my neighbor. The one thing we all have in common is each and every one of us has a death sentence. And if you are not embracing the fact that, baby, this could be the last time. This could be the last time we say hello. This could be the last time we say goodbye. Some people think that you can walk away and, oh, I'm going to live forever. I don't know anybody that's lived forever.
Long time, but not forever.
Not forever.
And you know what else? When you say that, it's so crazy that a young lady, one lady on my job, when she my work BFF. You my work husband, she my work BFF. But we were talking, and when I shared with her what was going on in my world, she said she a while back I had mentioned to her what was going on, and the not eating and stuff like that. And so when I told her the other day that what the diagnosis was, she said, the problem. She said, Trina, you know what? I felt that that's probably what was going on. She said I felt it wasn't dementia. I felt it was this, but wasn't my place to say that. I need, you whatever. But what she said too was, her mom, no, her dad, they were preparing for their. I mean, let's fix it. They were preparing for their dad's whatever was gonna happen with him, and guess who passed? Her mom passed first. So who's to say? You go outside and get hit by a bus.
Yes.
So my point of saying that though is just be careful of how you're treating the people, and everybody be treating everybody fairly, nicely. Maybe not nice. Let's take that. What my daughter always say: people don't have to be kind. Be the Christian that the Christians are, the lovers of God, the children of God, the children of that we say that we are. By trying to make it's already a difficult situation.
Right.
But coming together, because we don't know what could happen. One of us may not even be here by whatever time that whatever that what you say deadline. What you say? The end. So
right.
Just because somebody's going through right now, don't mean he can still be here. They can still be here 20 years from now.
That part.
And you may not be here.
Right.
It's all left up to somebody else that already have our date.
Right. And that's it. That's it. We look, we got an exit date. All of us got an exit date. Just none of us know when it is. We all have an exit date. Mm-hmm. So, every day, that's why it's these things that we harbor and the things that we harbor that we know about. And is it really that important? Is that argument really that important? Is being right really that important?
In charge and power, all that. It doesn't even matter.
Let me tell you something. This the other thing. This brought me home this week.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen big houses. I've seen little houses.
Mm-hmm.
I saw big cars at the gas station. I saw little cars at the gas station. I saw people with bankrolls.
That part.
Who still didn't have no electricity. I saw people 2 weeks ago that was standing at bus stops or walking or standing on the corner with cups looking for change because they didn't have anything. And this week I saw the same thing in each and every one of us right here in this city, that we were no better. Some of us have our heads up so high that if it rained, our nose so far up in the air that when the rain came, a lot of us drowned. But the simple fact is this, is that the only thing that stayed the same was the size of the grave. No matter what you have this week, it should you should have been humble enough to say, you know what, man, you could have your what you could be driving your Tesla, you could be driving your Scat, but guess what? You was at the same gas station looking for gas, just like that fella that was on his moped. No better. No better. These things come time after time after time after time. I say they come to humble us. That's what I say. I say they come to bring us off. They come to put us down, take us off this pedestal that we have placed ourselves on up so high where we think that we're this, that, and the other. Let me tell you something. There was people without electricity that got doctorates, masters. They was summa cum laude. They was jabba cum laude. They was comma cum laude. They was all of that. But guess what? They cum laudes didn't give them.
They was also on the front pew too.
Huh?
Them ones that was on the front pew too.
Hey. That gave them any. That didn't cut their lights on no quicker. And it didn't make their phone service work no faster. I don't care if you worked at NASA or if you worked at McDonald's. Same thing. Same thing. So instead of looking down on your neighbor, look across to your neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
it has been for
You
me.
know who I'm looking. I'm so sorry, but I had to add this twist of humor to that. It's dark humor. But you said your neighbors across the street.
Yeah.
You know, you know who my neighbors are across the
Yeah.
street.
Well, hey, but you know what? Hey, let me tell you something about your neighbors across the street. You and your neighbors across the street had something in common.
In common.
You both were in the dark.
We were both in the dark. But what I will say, I don't mean to cut, I hate to cut you off. I'm so sorry. But I posted the other day that I got my gift of gab, and I got my nobody's a stranger personality from my daddy. Like my daddy always was. My daddy's still friends with our neighbors when we were little kids. Matter of fact, down the street, every time I stop by there, I'll be looking a mess. So I don't stop by there, but they still there from we were like 5, 6, and 10, right? But anyway. I'm saying that to say that's where I got. So my neighbor, like I was picking up packages for her. I don't know, she had a bunch of packages, but anyway, she's gonna go to Ghana. The funny thing is being able to, I think, consider knowing something about your neighbors. You know, we and her were able to text each other. When I was gone, there she went to Bryan Station to find a hotel because she couldn't find any here. She's not from here. But anyway, I'm gonna just throw it out. When you said neighbors across the street, I couldn't.
I guess. Hey. Hey, look, and you know what? You know what was a little bit your neighbors across the street had a little bit better because guess what? They were still cool.
Look, they ain't have to go nowhere. They have to go nowhere.
They still cool. Stay cool.
They still good. Didn't nobody, but they didn't have to leave and go to nobody's house or nothing.
Nothing at all. But,
we weren't supposed to be on here for an hour, but it was good conversation, very good conversation. We started with saying that this, for me, some of Chat with Trina is going to be dedicated to Hydro Clear Services. Who is that?
My niece gave me this hat. You see, it's camouflage.
I just saw you put it. Some of my upcoming, which my shows I've always tried to make my shows about what's happening on day to day. You know, even though I do the live music, the live musicians, and all that stuff. But in the meantime, in between time, I've always done things like breast cancer and things like that. So some of the stuff that's going to be coming up are things that I think need to be talked more about. Estate planning. People talk about estate planning, they talk about wills, stuff like that. But I also want to address the blended families and the, making sure that your health care is that your adult children don't get left out of that part, because they may have resources, or they may have intelligence, that they may know something else, or just like you said, they just may want to know things and get things answered so that they can, so they can feel better about things. Make sure that because for me, every stone is turned. Make sure every stone is turned. So that was what we talking about. That my good friend Tiffany, I say good friend, but I just met her not too long ago. But she's the one that gave that award. She gave an award show that I was nominated for. But anyway, she was on Facebook one day saying her kids were going up, and so she was having this new thing for her is empty nest. So that's what made me say, wow. And I called her and said, hey, let's talk about this online, because a lot of people are going through this, the empty nest. And then on top of that, parents getting older. But before we go, what's your show going to be about this week? Mm-hmm. You don't know? Well, we have so much material. But I want to mention the cruise. Today was supposed to be the final day to pay your full deposit. When I went into Carnival, because what some people don't really realize is that the travel, they say, well, why we got to pay a travel agent to do this? We can just do it ourselves. The travel agent is to provide the convenience of you not having to do that. But it's also, and then they say, why do travel agents make any money? Because we are literally doing it. There's not, like, we don't call Carnival and say, put you in, because Carnival will tell us, we'll put 5 in, but if you got 200, we ain't putting the 200 in. So we literally put you into the Carnival portal and create your stuff, whatever. But anyway, so today was the last day for deposits, full deposits. If you don't have a full deposit on your cabin, you will lose your cabin. The cool thing is, with everything going on, they must have thought about it. Remember, I mentioned it earlier, don't you, boy, that I was gonna. Well, I went on today and saw that they had the 16th, so they must have had some good sense and knew people were going through stuff, and they've extended it to the 16th. So I'll be able to get that stuff out to them. Thank God. But I ain't gonna call tomorrow to confirm. I'm gonna turn over that stone because I don't be trusting stuff. So anyway, we are still going to cruise. The cruise is November the 14th through the 18th. It's a Thursday through a Sunday. We are going to have an excellent time. We're going to have a good time. I'm really, really excited about this particular cruise. It is the grown, you know, the niche is Party on the Sea is our name of our cruise, but we have a different, we're going to be having a different theme each time. This one is the grown and sexy. I made a decision to go back to the grown folks, the grown people. And so it's going to be the grown and sexy, but it's for, you know, all ages 25 and up. We have the Clockwork Band, who, if y'all have not, and I'll mention this too, the band I'm about to mention, if you have not seen them perform, they're all over Houston playing. Go see them. Look, I have my Facebook page is Trina W. Lowry, with the W and the Lowry together. I have one called Trina Lowry. I have one called Chat with Trina, but the So You Want to Dance page is for me, where I post what I post, Country Boy, events and stuff like that. So that's why it makes me funny when people say they can't find me. But anyway, I'm all over Facebook. But go see some of these bands. I always post where they're going to be. Go see them, and I promise you, if you go see them for 30 minutes of their show, any of them, including the comedians, including the solo artist Eric Cortez, including going to listen to Chili Bill Smith anyway, which I already probably know Chili Bill Smith, and you see the Country Boy right here. 30 minutes, and you're going to know that you need to be on that cruise. You're going to want to be on a cruise because we're going to have such a good time. And this, y'all, I'm telling you, this is not really just, this is the re-beginning, put it that way, because we've done this cruise some years, but since COVID, we had not really done a big cruise. This one's, people are jumping on left and right. I had people calling me the other day. You got the Clockwork Band. You got the Hard to Find Band. You've got Eric Cortez, and we got Lil Daryl, the comedian. We got the Louisiana Country Boy, and Eric Cortez. They go join together and bring us home on Sunday. Is that the church sign or? Oh, okay.
I just want to say one thing. I just want to say one thing about the cruise. Y'all do know, and I learned this from watching TV, Love Boat. If y'all want to get married on the cruise, I am a certified minister. Okay? I'm a licensed.
Oh, he really serious.
If anybody wants to get married on the cruise, y'all can be married by the Louisiana. He ain't never ever.
He is all truth right now. He is telling the truth.
I'm telling the truth. Look, I have performed marriages before. Okay, now so it ain't like I ain't never married nobody. And I think most of the ones I done, they still together.
They still together?
I think they still together.
Yes, y'all. And actually, there may be an engagement on the cruise. I'm excited about that. There's like so much happening. And I'm just really excited. We also have some people who are, this is even more exciting than the people that I have performing. I have some special guests who have chosen to pay to go on this cruise. Tell them who comes, that first one that you know is coming.
Man, my girl. Look, I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing. My girl. If y'all don't know who my girl is, my girl is coming. My girl is coming. T-H-E, Tiffany. She is going to be on the cruise. Look here. And I'm just gonna tell y'all, and co-host might get, I'm telling y'all, the whole thing is gonna be wonderful, but I am so overly excited about Sunday motivation. I am so excited with the wow. Oh my goodness.
And let me just say this too. This is the THE first time ever on the Party on the Sea cruise.
Man, this is gonna be all of it leading up. And then Then you get to come that Sunday and get just baptized, and we got the water. Y'all ain't got to worry about it. We got the water.
Yeah, we got water. He
We
gonna
got
take
the
his
water.
pole and dip you down in the water and pull you on back up.
Hey, man, but it is going to be, I mean, everyone, every artist that is there, every artist that's performing, man, I just know I just sit here and it's a blessing. It is a blessing. You know, I can't I don't have words to describe how wonderful I think this thing is. No, not even think. No, this is going to be clockwork, the hard to find. Look, I might even ask Chap if he'll let me hit a note on the drums. I don't know if he will. I might. Hey, Chap, look, I like calling folks out. Chap, can I hit one thing on the phone? I mean, they kicked me out in junior high. They wouldn't even let me be in the band. But
They wouldn't let you
man,
be the baby.
I couldn't even play the drums. But yeah, with fancy dance, if y'all don't know how to dance, fancy dancing, oh man, hard to find, clockwork, the Eric Cartez, fancy dancer, the little Daryl the comedian, the movie star. I'm sorry, excuse me, the little Daryl,
I know.
the movie star, the movie star that has starred in his own movie, the little Daryl the comedian. Um, man, you know, everyone coming together, everyone joining together and supporting this wonderful, wonderful event and coming. So y'all, look here, y'all, come on, get on
I
the
have one more
boat.
person I want to mention that's coming on that is so excited about coming and they're coming on their own. Miss Angela Morgan. She is a jazz blues. Oh, Angela Morgan and her husband John King, who is also a drummer for the Joe Carmouche's band and other surrounding bands, will definitely be on the ship. They're coming to just join in on the fun. Now, this is what's exciting to me to see the musicians who have decided to come and join in on this fun. That has made me so extremely happy. It has made me proud. It has just like this is it. This is the beginning of something. You know how sometimes you have to let the past go? This
Okay.
has made me say I can really literally let the past go because I know that because of how this grew and how it became, and these people who are musicians themselves have decided to come and pay to come on the cruise to support their fellow musicians and me. I hope not, and me. So I am so excited. I know you Sunday. We not gonna talk about it. You got to be there to find out what's gonna go down on that Sunday. We know we're gonna have church, we're gonna have motivation, we're gonna have a good time. But I'm not gonna tell you what I think you got in mind because you got to be there.
You got to
You
be
got to be
there.
there. So
And
get
look, and
get $150.
if y'all don't want to come to hear the music, if y'all don't want to come to listen to the band, if y'all don't want to come to go dance with fancy dancer, if y'all don't want to be laughing at no jokes with little Daryl, if y'all don't even want Sunday motivation, what y'all can do is come and join me, and I'm gonna bring y'all some fried fish because I'm fishing on the boat. So I'm gonna be the fella. If y'all need some hot fried fish, country bar special, I will be fishing. I will be at the back pew fishing, and I'm gonna be reeling them things in. Ooh, hey, they got catfish. I don't eat catfish, but boy, look here.
He gonna be
Man,
down there. Y'all know they got a jail at the bottom of the boat.
well,
He
I
gonna be
hope
down
they got
there
a
at the
hole
bottom
cut
of
in
the
there
boat.
for my fishing pole. And look here.
Oh, y'all, you know what else we're gonna have? Let me tell you, we're gonna. My thing got stuck. Come on back here, girl. Come on back here. Don't make me take you back. I already got to take something back to Walmart. I'll take you back too. Um. What was I saying? Oh, paint and sip. Paint and I don't want to say paint and sip. Child, paint and sip can be paint and water, sipping water. It can be paint and sipping grape juice. Child, and people that last cruise was mad because it wasn't no sipping on syrup or whatever they say. I'm just teasing. But they were upset because it's called paint and sip. So let me just call it. It is going to be a paint party on the ship. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be couples, whatever. We're going to be. It's just going to be an amazingly fun time. The 70s party. I can't wait to see what Country Boy going to be if he's going to wear a wig and his boots. But we're going to have a 70s party. That's going to be the biggest 70 party that you've ever been to, and hosted by the Chili Bill Smith. And we're going to have Eric Cortez, who is a young, he always say, I'm a young guy, but I'm old school. He's going to sing us some 70s. He's going to give us some Al Green. And he sings Al Green better than Al Green sing like Al Green. So I'm just so excited. And matter of fact, I've already been trying to work on the itinerary. But the last thing I want to say is, so it's $150. Get your $150 in, because again, you don't want to miss this. $150 in. Your fee, I will tell you the deadline. The deadline right now is June 31st. But I have a little leeway that I can make if y'all still want to get on now. But you got to call me at 832-312-2973. Or you can, I'm on Facebook. Well, I hadn't been, but I'm back. Y'all probably say, oh Lord, she back. She must have got her power. Make sure that y'all contact me. You can inbox me. My what is my thing? My my email address is so you wanna WANNA dance info info@gmail.com. So you wanna dance info@gmail.com, and wanna is WANNA, just like it sounds. Reach out to me. Come on, $150 per person. The least expensive cabin is $680. I mean, you can't beat that with a fish. So that didn't match, but whatever. With Country Boy's fish. So that, and then the other thing I want to mention is we are going to do something. There's two new things on this trip. Is the Sunday motivation is new, but also this year we're going to have a souvenir book for everyone who sails. And I'm so excited for that. So if you would like if you can't come, a way to support the event, this cruise, is to purchase an ad. Ads start at $50 and they go up to $300. But $300 is like if you want the back, front, the end covers and stuff like that. But $50 is a business size ad, you know. But we're gonna get that put out. We have the prices and everything. We actually have things rolled up, so you can reach out to me or Country Boy regarding that. But it's going to be a way to where there are going to be photos from former cruises. There's going to be FAQs. I had to remember the initials. Frequently asked questions, tips, best practices, what you should pack. But it will have your itinerary there. And I'm going to try to get a little fancy. I'm going to try to make it electronic also. I'm going to give you one. Oh, wow. It's going to be electronic. So we're excited. We're excited. But get on this. Get on here. And if you don't have a business, you can just say, hey, good luck on your travels. Good luck, whoever that you're supporting. But put your business, like all of those things, is starting out at $50. And so many people will see it because, again, I'm going to try to do an electronic one, but for sure there will be a book. You'll be able to go through that book and see your advertisements. If you may have somebody graduating, anything that you want to put in that book, I got you covered. So we're going to say some last words, and then we're going to roll out of here because we were only supposed to be for an hour. I said we're just going to jump on for a few minutes.
Yep.
So, but anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for joining us, and we can't wait until tomorrow. I hope those of you who do not have lights yet, you're gonna have them in a day or two. You will. I hope them on today. But just keep being patient because it's hard, but y'all everybody got this. So thank y'all so much for clicking in. Click in tomorrow at 8. Go ahead, Country Boy, take them home.
Well, I ain't got much to say. All I got to say is my number one. I know is without internet service. So if she gets the glimpse of this, Miss Julie, I love you. Come by tomorrow if your service is working. If not, look, I'm gonna have a birthday. I'm singing happy birthday to you. I missed your birthday doing this. And there's a couple other birthdays that I missed. Today's actually my classmates, Greg Marsh. Today is actually his birthday. So happy birthday, Greg. Happy birthday.
We're gonna celebrate Miss Julie tomorrow, or should we wait till we know if she has power?
Yeah, I'll try to get in contact with her this evening to see.
Well, because
Um,
something's going on
and
with Facebook. Something's
and
going on
my
with Facebook with the comments. It's
oh
not
really?
allowing us to have comments. Yeah, that's
Oh,
what's going
okay.
on.
And yesterday was it yesterday? My grandma. I still call her my grandma. She's my mama Nail. It was her. She celebrated a birthday. I had a cousin that couple days ago. He had a birthday. I didn't get to call him either. I'm used to calling people for their birthday, and so to each and every one of those, Jimmy Ray Hill up there in Liberty Hill, Mama Nail down there in Ruston, Louisiana, Miss Julie. Who else did I miss? Gigi. Hey Gigi, if you have an opportunity, if you get a run across this thing here, happy belated birthday to you. Um, and I'm one now. I told Gigi, I did. I called her. I ain't gonna be lying about it. I said, girl, I did not tell you happy birthday. I stood up and sent a message to you, a text message, and I ain't even put happy birthday in it. I say I could be sitting up in line and be like, oh well, look, charges to my heart, not charges to my head, not to my heart. I forgot. Um, so to everyone that's had a birthday, happy birthday, anniversaries, happy anniversaries, and to each and every one of y'all. We apologize that we were not able to come on board and celebrate. But we'll be back tomorrow if God say the same. Good Lord say the same. We'll be rolling up in this thing at supposed to be 8 o'clock. We will see about that lang lang dilly 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 dee. Maybe 8:03, maybe 8:05. I don't know. But we'll be back. I thank you.
And
Each and every one.
we're gonna figure out how to get our comments back too.
Oh, your
Country boy gonna
comments.
figure out how to get the comments back.
I wasn't gonna read them no way.
Well, I'm gonna read it, but you gonna find out because I think we got to know when Miss Julie is on. We got to be hearing Miss Julie.
So they're not coming through at all?
Yeah, it's telling us why. It's saying something.
Oh, it does say something?
Yeah, it tells us why. So you'll be able to probably understand better than I do.
Okay. Can I put? I don't know. Okay. Hey, if y'all there
It
in the
says
comment,
yeah.
it said I did what?
It's StreamYard. It's not Facebook though. It's StreamYard.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They
Well,
know
stream
they know bringing, so you'll be able to figure it out.
they in shock that we back. Oh Lord, we thought we got it.
They back. They back. We thought the storm had blew them out.
Yeah, no, I was anchored down in that thing. But no, to each and every one, thank you. To each and every one that's our prayers are with each and every one that has gone through the storm here in Houston, but our prayers are with each and every one that's going through a storm in your life. We pray for each and every one of you. You are in our thoughts, you're in our prayers. We continue to love. We have never stopped loving and supporting you all. I would say this for me personally, it has been this time caused me to do some things that I often talk about. I did some cleaning. I did some cleaning of my soul. I did some cleaning of my phone. So look at here. If someone happens to call me or text me and I ask the question, who is this? I'm not going to sit up here and lie in the future. I'm going to tell you right now. If I ain't talked to you in some whatever, then you got deleted. That's why I don't have your number saved. I don't have your number saved no more. I'm just telling you the honest God truth. If I unless like the messages, I deleted it. But if the message popped up and I was like, oh, I have to go back and read through the threads, and then I may be able to figure out who you are. But other than that, if I say, well, who is this? It's because it ain't because I got a new phone, because I don't. That's the same old one.
That's the story we've been telling people.
Yeah, it's the same old phone. But what I did for myself was if I looked and every message that I had was going out, or if in between those messages was months or whatever. Here's the thing. For me, looking through my phone last week, going through all the contacts I had, if I'm in need right now, can I call you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking
Mm-hmm.
about financial need. If I just need somebody to say, hey, or hear another voice, could I call you? If that was the case or not the case, and I look and go like, I can't even call them. This relationship, this goes to my post, and I'll make some people understand this. I did a post today as I was sitting, and God gave me these words. Everyone, I will allow everyone access. I will allow you access, but what I will not do is permit you to enter. There's a difference. The difference is this: everyone has access to come up and down the street. Everyone has access to come up in the driveway, but everyone does not have permission to enter my residence. Everyone has access to come up in the driveway. I'm not giving everyone permission to enter my life. And that's my choice. I'm not giving everyone permission to enter my space. Just because you know of me, that's access. But you don't know me, that's entrance. So many times we get so caught up with we give people access and then we give them the code to enter into our lives. Don't you know you could drive up to an apartment complex, it's got that big old fence around it, but that's as far as you go unless you got the code to enter.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go no further. They have access, but they don't have the code to enter. We got to start looking at the codes that we're giving and who we're giving them to. So some people say access denied. I'm not going to deny your access. I'm just not going to let you enter in. Everybody has access to the kingdom, but everybody's not going to enter in. So that's all I got to say.
That's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all. That's the mic dropper right there.
Mic drop. Mic drop. I want to have me a mic drop moment. I'm finna start this new thing. I'm finna start. Y'all gonna be surprised. Now that I'm getting it, I was saying earlier about something I've learned about being the bad guy is not so bad when it's for good. And somebody gotta be a bad guy, you know? So what I was gonna say to that is that in this new journey of life that I'm gonna be starting to do, I'm probably be all by myself. I'm gonna have to call you're gonna be the only one I can call, so everybody else gonna be mad. I can take it, I got it now. Because you know what? At the end of the day, if you think the opposite of somebody, they're gonna bad you anyway. I had a boss. She was just as old school, but she was just as cool for Cocoa Puffs, but she was very smart. And I just had my first kid, and I was at the point to where I was late for. I'm still late, y'all. This was back when jamming 30 some years old, and she was not even one at this time. I was working for LBJ, and the lady there said to me, I was late. I got there, and I was like, oh my God, because God honest truth, my child wouldn't let me brush her teeth. I tell her this story all the time. We was running around the apartment, me trying to brush her teeth. She was running from me. You understand. But, got to work, and she asked me what happened. Well, I was late. I said, my God, my daughter, she wouldn't, she said, she wasn't telling me about, when I had 5 kids, and I had 5 kids. I've had him on the bus at 4 in the morning. You know, they like the old story about you walking 25 miles in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, girl, that's you. But anyway, the point is, she also said to me one time about it's okay sometimes when people don't like you, because that means you can say whatever you want to say, because they can't like you no more. They can't like you any less. They already don't like you. So, yeah.
Yep. There it is.
That's it. That's all, y'all.
That's it. That's all. Well, yeah, that's all I got to say. I ain't got nothing else to say.
That's all. You gonna get you a line long enough to go off the shit out of the ship? You gonna find out how long you need to have it?
Now, look, I'll say this last thing about this fishing thing, and I'm gonna get on. Is this? Is understand I am country. I came from a place where you don't really have to have a fishing pole. If you got a line and a hook, country fishing. This lady taught me this. You know, you can fish with an aluminum can.
What?
Yep. You take it, and it's just like a rod and reel. You take the line, you wrap it around that can, and you take it and you throw it out, and it zizzes off the can. And you take that can, and that's how you reel it back in. You don't need no fish.
Y'all, for real. That's it. That's all. See y'all later.
Can't stop me from fishing.